Hey guys, we just checking in. Today I wanted to do something sort of different from my regular videos. Again, also thanks for the response on my Street Fighter analysis. I'll continue to make more of those, and I also kind of want to do some more fighting games or just general competitive games and ways I think that you can improve yourself. Anyways, I'm also going to have another video about Nintendo up. But today I wanted to talk about something that I haven't talked about in a while, or I haven't made a video about in a while, and that is the gaming communities, the communities that you join as soon as you affiliate yourself with the game. So for example, I'm part of the FGC, the fighting game community, then there's the MOBA community, the FPS community, and you know, just the broad term community can really be, you know, stretch out to anything that really groups people together. So today anyways, I wanted to talk about in particular these kind of stigmas and the perpetuating images that you get. I mean, you know, you have some basic images like the Call of Duty community. Since you know, we're just bringing them up first. The Call of Duty community, they seem to be full of the occasional intelligent, mature players who actually tend to play the objective, but then there's those kids that see something on YouTube and they want to do that themselves, like going for a nuke, running, you know, these really cheap setups, and you know, everybody's, you know, apparently black and calling you a nigger. Everybody's up there is gay because they're fucking your mom, and you know, that totally constitutes being a homosexual. But it's just these images, and I feel like it's hurting the games ultimately even more than anything, and I feel like it's hurting the game, especially in sales. And I feel like that this is something that companies need to go after or pursue, because honestly, I feel like another reason I stopped playing as much COD, now that I'm slowly getting back into it on the PC, wherever, you're still going to run into those children, those 8-year-olds, and I'm not saying that there's any way to really, you know, stop people from saying stuff, because, you know, freedom of speech, and you really should not censor somebody. I mean, they paid for the microphone and they paid for the game, so they should be able to say what they want. However, when people are just saying completely inappropriate stuff that really should get them banned online, and we shouldn't run into them, would be so much better. I mean, can you imagine how many more people would still be playing Call of Duty if people weren't like, oh yeah dude, if I get on COD I'm just gonna be called like a nigger and like fucking gay, and you know, everybody's better than me. And it's just that image. And yes, I truly believe that the communities are hurting their sales, unless your game's like a free-to-play. Now, speaking of free-to-play, let's take games like League of Legends, Smite, and Dota into comparison. Now, League of Legends, Smite, Dota, those are all MOBAs, multiplayer online battle arenas, and it's really interesting for those communities too. You have occasionally the casuals, but for the most part, everybody's super competitive on League, and it is known as one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive game in the world, just because of the, you know, giant audience that the game gets to. Because I think that's the most played game in history, or it's done very, very well. And you guys, everybody should know about League of Legends who is a PC gamer. So, the thing about that community is people are actually too scared to play that game because of all the backlash and how toxic that community is. Like, people take that game way too seriously. Then again, I'm not really in their shoes, so I can't justify what they believe is, you know, really important or not. And I just think that, you know, if they were to kind of make the game so, you know, you could put casuals with casuals and easy players with easy players. And I know there's like the whole competitive mode, and I know there's the whole casual mode, but as long as the game has that perpetuating image about the community and the people that play it, people are going to be scared to be, you know, added into that community or being called one of those players in the community. Another community I wanted to really touch on really quickly was the Counter-Strike community. Now, Counter-Strike, a very competitive game, very difficult, very in-depth. That game has been fleshed out, and there's science behind the game, and people back up what they do with science. Now, the thing about that game is because it is so easy to run, it looks cool to some people, and you know, the skins are eye-popping. People are just attracted to that game, and they play it a ton, and it really goes to any audience. And it almost feels sort of like the Call of Duty community and the CSGO community are the same. However, with the CSGO community and it being on computer, and you get all those Walmart microphones with horrible connections, I'm going to give the edge to the CSGO community. That is a pretty shitty community. Just go play really any non-competitive game, and you'll see exactly what I mean. And then, you know, there's the fighting game community, which is substantially smaller than all the other communities. And I guess I have a slight bias because all of my experiences in the FGC, like, I've never met anybody that was, and this is from me going to a few tournaments and some meetups, everybody there is actually trying to help you improve your game. Nobody laughs at you unless you get like something really cool, like a whiff punish with a Ibuki on a command grab. If you do like an insane cross dirty setup, something like that, like, people will have their ego to hype themselves up, especially at tournaments after doing crazy things. But, you know, I just feel like the F is not as bad because everybody's trying to help each other. They're nice to each other, and even though everybody's, you know, trying to be nice and help, there's always going to be that occasional asshole that thinks he's better than everybody, and you can't avoid that in the community. So I guess, well, this little ramble about the gaming communities that I wanted to cover really was that there is no perfect community, and I feel like that this is something that companies should go after and try to change your community. However, if you change the community, that can change the economics in the game. For example, if you make COD a much more difficult game, you're going to lose that huge casual audience that buys it every year, and there's gonna go the children, and you lose the children. And, you know, children don't have any money, but their parents do, and children love to ask parents for money. So, you know, just some economics. I'm making it way too simplified, but that's a good analogy. Anyway, so much you guys think about this whole community thing. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content, if you want any more, and that's about it. You should check it out. Thanks for watching.